Got
got
it.
that. I just realized my microphone is slowly dropping. But tonight, we're dropping this episode. The Blur Brothers are back, triumphant return to talk about a little watched movie. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. It goes really fast. But did give us this, Jim. Hey, if you want to tell me what to do, put me on the fucking payroll, okay? We're going to do Emily the Criminal. Russ, it was your first time watching this movie. Tell us what you thought.
This movie was it was a straight to Netflix release, right? It did not come out in theaters.
It does have a box office on Wikipedia, but I feel like
Yeah.
it was a straight to Netflix.
Okay, so I felt like it was a straight to Netflix movie the whole time I was watching it. I
You would.
enjoyed it quite. I thought it had some good thought provoking stuff to it, and I learned about something that I didn't know existed. I kind of always wondered, like, what happens when people steal credit cards?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd give it a solid. If I saw it in theaters, it would be in the C realm. It'd probably be like a C plus. But at a
Right. It's
home,
not really a movie theater kind of movie.
no. As a home watch, B, maybe a B minus. It's
Hmm.
entertaining. I don't know if I'd watch it more than once. I would definitely recommend it to people. It's a good little, just like, hey, you want to watch something that we'd probably never watch unless somebody told us to?
Right.
Hey, that was actually
Check this
surprisingly
out.
good. Yeah.
Unless you're a
And
huge fan of Aubrey Plaza.
yeah, she's pretty hot. So that was cool.
This is probably one of my favorite roles for her. Parks and Rec being just her best ever. But yeah, I would agree. This is probably about a B minus. It's short, really concise. I don't know. I find myself relating. Like I can remember a time in my life where it was like, oh God, I would do anything for money so that I could get out of debt. Because all I do is get paid and pay my debt, and then I'm broke until I get paid again. And I'm yeah, got so sick of it. Uh, so that side of it's pretty cool. Also, Juice from Sons of Anarchy. Juice. But yeah, I would say B minus or so. How much does the criminal side of it? Were you watching it like, oh, what criminal stuff would I like to do?
Oh, like anything? I if I could just be okay, Russell does not exist, and instead I get to be any bad thing, I'd want to
Mm-hmm.
be an assassin.
Wow, you'd kill people, huh?
Yeah, and I'd be all like going anywhere, Batman style, just or
That's
maybe
realistic.
maybe I do any of that without the killing. I just want to be all sneaky. I want to be
Just
a
want to be
D&D
sneaky.
rogue. That's what I want.
Okay. All right. Just do whatever crimes come to mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Interesting.
being like a cocaine overlord doesn't sound too bad.
Right. Got lots of guards. Probably got
Mm-hmm.
a pretty nice compound. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, shit, they built a prison for what's his name, the biggest one ever. And he like told him how to make it so that he could escape. Crazy stuff
Pablo
there.
Escobar.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was that's how I would be in prison
Yeah.
if I was a
I
criminal.
mean, they were like, hey, we're going to make a prison just to keep you. It'd be like, well, don't forget the rec room and give me the big screen TVs. You know how it goes. I felt like the cinematography is pretty good, especially in the beginning. It stays really close up on her. You really get a feel for like her idiosyncrasies. Uh,
Wait.
wait,
What
what?
criminal activity would you do? You can't just. make me say that, and then
Oh, I mean,
you'd want to be an assassin, right? I knew it.
I don't know. I feel like you probably get pretty jacked off of stealing. Like it's got to be a rush, but I don't know. I'm not a huge adrenaline junkie. Um,
You'd be the guy who buys all of the movie tickets or concert tickets early and then stands outside and
no,
sells
it
them at an
sounds
inflated
horrible.
price.
I'd like to be the guy who tells the other guys what criminal enterprises to go get into, and then I just take my cut. I'd like to be the Godfather.
Oh yeah, Tony Soprano. You stand on
Yep.
this block and then you give me a portion of whatever you do. That'd
Hmm.
be cool.
Or making blue meth would probably be pretty cool too. No, meth is horrible. It's a
Yeah,
horrible
anytime
thing that's happening
Hollywood
to our
does something, it
society.
seems pretty cool.
Right. Right. Uh Opening scene, she's in a job interview and the guy like tricks her. Uh I felt like it was a trick at least where he was talking about not having the background check. And then boom, we've got your background check and it's an aggravated assault instead of a DUI. Have you ever had a job interview where somebody tried to trip you up?
I don't think so, but I have a trick question that I ask people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it is God so powerful that he can create a boulder that he himself cannot lift?
No.
Okay. Well, that's for free. You got that one now.
um I ask people it's only when I'm interviewing someone who needs to know their way around a computer. I ask them how long it would take to make a pivot table. And if you know how to make a pivot table in Excel, then your answer should be like 2 seconds. And you should probably be confused. Um, but I find a lot of people go, um, it's been a minute, but I think I could do it in like 2 minutes. And I'd rather just have them say, I'm not sure, but I could YouTube it or something because I figure out this person's a liar.
Right. It's a good one.
And yeah, I've had a lot of people lie to me. And
You need
then I
one of
tell
those
them,
for your servers.
yeah,
I think you actually already have it. You just ask them, were all of the Nazis evil? And see what they toss back at you.
that would be pretty funny.
Ah,
I'm going,
yeah. Anyway, you were there at probably the interview I had where somebody tried to trip me up the most. That was a that was a weird one, but it was kind of fun. It was like a word skirmish.
you said I was there?
Yeah, with McNeil. Because
Oh,
McNeil was like, "Pew, pew, 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 pew." I was like, what? Anyway,
yeah, I do remember.
yeah.
No, I don't want to talk too much about that, but yeah, I not my style. That is not my
Right.
style.
It was Napa style. Oh, too soon. Um, Aubrey
This is just
Plaza.
gonna be
What
layers
what
of
other
inside
stuff?
jokes.
Right. What other stuff do you think of when you think of Aubrey Plaza?
White Lotus.
Oh yeah, that's right. Season two?
Yeah.
Season two. I didn't finish that one.
No?
Nope.
Oh, you got it. I mean,
Apparently.
IMAX with Stifler's mom. I'm not
Right.
gonna ruin it for you. Or did
I mean, I watched almost all of the first season and I
no, no.
watched the beginning of the second season.
I think the end of season 2, her story arc reaches its climax, and
How bad for her.
it's like the best part of the whole show when it all
Yeah.
comes together. uh
Dude, she gets the new husband who's like doting on her at first, and then he turns into an absolute piece of shit.
yeah, I want to say more, but I will spoil it for you, it sounds like.
Ah, well,
So you should just go back and watch it. It's great.
you're right. I'll just continue living my life. Uh,
I mean, I
I
could spoil it.
I really liked in this movie how it shows the transition where you start getting used to the criminal activity. She starts getting good at it. And then it's like the normal world turns a little gray. Like, unless there's danger, things just aren't as appealing. Do you think you'd rather be constantly looking for the next angle, or do you like a nice steady, here's what I do day to day?
Well, if I was in her situation, I could easily see myself being like, look, I'm not going to beg you for this bottom of the barrel internship because blah, blah, blah. Like, I know how to go make 10K in 2 weeks or whatever, like just by
Right.
punching some numbers. And I'm going to do that instead. But if I was doing what I'm doing now, or I had the option to go do that other thing, I would take what I'm doing now. I
Yeah.
think there's definitely a number that someone could throw at me. You know how all those personality tests for jobs say, like, how much would it take for you to do something illegal if you were 100% sure you'd never get caught? I always click, like, oh, there's no limit, but it's probably like
There's a
500,000,
limit.
maybe
Never
even.
gonna get caught.
If I knew
I
100% I'm
mean,
not going to get caught, and I mean, it's probably even less than 500,000, unless I'm killing someone. Then it depends on
and
how
then it's
much.
free. You're like, I'm in.
I get
I
to be
want
an
to just,
assassin.
I want to watch somebody's light go out of their eyes.
Yeah. No. No, that is wrong.
That's murder's wrong. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, this movie's pretty short. There's not a ton to it. Got to admit. Final thing I've got to talk about, since you haven't talked about anything, the ending. I really love the ending. I love that she takes off to South America, is being free, and then sets up this. I know how to, I know how to turn this to my advantage. It comes full circle. Kind of fucked up. She's got to leave Juice, probably dead in the front seat of that truck. That's very
So
sad.
I missed something, but yeah, Sonia said that it seems like he died in the truck.
Yeah. Yep. Seems
Which
like he needed to get to a hospital and maybe wasn't
he
going to get
was
found for a while.
he was like really good in that role too. I felt
Yeah.
that's probably his best role that I've seen him in, and kind of made him seem dynamic because he went from
Yeah.
being like gangbanger to
Right.
this.
Not too pushy, not too suave, just kind of a regular dude who knows his way around the little criminal enterprise. It seems like the other guy was in charge. He thought maybe he was an equal partner, but not the case.
Yeah, or they just started doing this together, and the other guy realized, like, I'm the one who actually has what it takes to go the
Right.
distance.
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
she's got to give him the whole pep talk. Be like, people are going to keep pushing you around. I got to admit, for that part, I'm like, yeah, fuck those people. I want to
I mean,
go
I would
outside and
totally
pick a
get it.
fight.
If I was running a business like that with my cousin, and you constantly had to be looking over your shoulder or like put in jail for life,
Uh-huh.
then yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too if you just liked a girl and you were willing to
Right.
jeopardize everything for that.
It's like I thought it was all money. We're all money all the time. He's like, what about love? You're out.
Yeah.
You're out. It's money or it's nothing.
But to your point, I like the ending. I did feel like the way that it was presented was kind of anticlimactic. I wish maybe there was like a little more energy or something at the end. It
Yeah.
just kind of like you hit this peak adrenaline where they're at the house and like she kills cousin and then Juice
Doesn't kill him.
dies. Well, she stabs him, leaves him to die. Then Juice
Right.
dies, running down the street with the money. And like it just keeps losing energy at that point. And it's just like we're gonna wrap up the movie at this kind of slow pace there. And so yeah, I mean, I kind of like the way it ended, but I wish there was more oomph to it.
You wanted like a chase scene?
I don't know, just not her just like sitting on a stool talking. Eh.
I don't I they show her subtitled in Spanish before they show her in the room talking to the people, and it's just it seems almost like it's about to just monologue out. But then when it shows her in the room with the people, it's like, oh, she's not gonna quit. She likes it. Uh okay, Aura S.
Okay, Aura
No,
S. Uh, the sound stuff. I
I think
think
it's your
maybe
sound.
just pacing as a whole for this movie needed a little bit of improvement. Um, like it did a good job. It's just two people though, you know. It was like a simple
Yeah,
movie.
pretty much. Yeah. Her friend Liz definitely like after that meeting with Gina Gershon, it's like, yeah, that bird just burnt. Uh, just Liz is a unfortunate collateral damage of her going on this new path in her life. Uh, but yeah, for the most part, just two people. What do you got? What do you got for this?
Aubrey Plaza's net worth. What do you think it is if you had to throw a dart?
8 mil.
You cheater. It
I'm
is
not
8 million.
nice. That's what I would guess. She does a lot of indie movies.
What
She
about
was,
Theo Rossi? Juice.
oh, dude, quarter of a mil. No, that sounds mean, but whatever. Like maybe one,
Or
four. What else has
yeah,
he done?
I if I click this button, it
Oh, don't
just
click it. You'll
says
get a virus.
he commercials for Nissan, McDonald's, and Bud Light.
Hmm.
Uh oh, he was on the Sarah Connor Chronicles, CSI Miami.
Really?
He's been on a ton of shows, ton of shows.
Huh. But hit that Sons of Anarchy stride. Poor Juice.
Juice, which
Yep.
which
Your
sucks
sound went out.
because Juice yours did too. Uh, that's how I feel about Emily the criminal.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your favorite criminal game that you ever played?
Criminal game.
Yeah.
I mean, more than GTA. What's better than GTA? Probably. I mean,
Which GTA?
looking back and taking all of it in, five really has the biggest scope of fun stuff you get to do.
Five is the one with the crazy guy. Four is the one with like the Russians. And before that was
Go. Mm-hmm.
Vice City, right?
Vice City, right? Which is probably the one I played the most. But looking
Yeah, Vice
back,
City I definitely played the most. And I feel like Vice
yeah,
City like revolutionized gaming.
right.
Came out and then people were like, "Hey, Grand Theft Auto has always been kind of a fun game, but
Yep.
Vice City
I remember playing the first
smashed
one,
it."
which had like a overview, and the cars were like Matchbox cars, and the people were little just circle blobs. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
way different.
GTA
3 really
GTA 5
changed
was
it up.
great.
Yeah. What other
Anyways,
criminal games are there?
I mean, I don't know, but I was
Mafia?
that spy comment. I keep thinking of how much fun I had playing one of the, I think it was a Splinter Cell game. It was Tom Clancy's something.
Yeah.
And the plot to it, it was a great plot. It was this like general in Japan wants to come up with a global rationale for why Japan needs to change its stance on having a military, because ever since World
Hmm.
War II, we have a defense force, but we will never have a military capable of invading another country.
Right.
And so he
Jesus.
stages this whole thing he sneaks his own spies into North Korea to launch a nuclear missile from North Korea at Japan. And he like succeeds, and I guess this is a Tom Clancy book, and so like a nuclear missile or an atomic bomb or whatever hits Japan, and then he gets his wish of like, now Japan can re-enter the world as the dominant superpower because we're going to make our military so big. And your whole goal as the Splinter Cell agent is just to stop them. But the climbing in the vents and the dropping down and never getting seen, and then the stabbings and the, I want to do that. But I guess you're a
All
good guy,
right,
not
you
a
heard it here
criminal.
first.
Yeah.
Russell will kill you.
Hitman. That's what I want to do. That was a good game too.
I don't know. I don't know if I could kill someone, but it
Well,
sounds like you want the
I couldn't
chance.
do it. I just want to sneak.
I couldn't do it. I get fired after my first job, but I'd want to try. Something tells me
I just
you'd be
want to
like,
come up behind someone and like grab them in a weird way and have them fall on the ground, like slide down like a snake, and then plus 1200, and then I move the body into a closet.
all right. We could keep going with this, but let's not. Uh, next week, turn back in, tune back in. We'll be
We're all
now that we've
Nazis
shaken
evil.
the dust off. Huh? What about Nazis?
What?